Hello everyone, I am Dhara Sharma. Welcome back to our channel. In the ongoing video series of programming in C++, we have been watching inheritance. And in my two previous videos, we have seen single inheritance, multi-level inheritance. And in this video, we are going to understand another type of inheritance, that is hierarchical inheritance. So in this video, we are going to understand what is hierarchical inheritance, and we will see example of hierarchical inheritance. So first of all, let's understand what is hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance means multiple derived class will be inheriting the properties from only one base class. So there should be one base class and multiple derived class. You can minimum have two derived classes. You can have two or more than two derived classes, but for the sake of simplicity, in this video we are going to understand the example by taking three classes in which one base class will be there and two derived class will be there. So one properties of one base class will be inherited into multiple or two derived classes. So here you can see the structure. Here class A is a base class, class B and C are the derived class. So properties of class A will be inherited into B class. So B class will be having the properties of class A and class B. The class C will be inheriting the properties from class A. So here class C will be having the properties of class A as well as class C. So we have two derived classes. So now we will understand this concept with the help of example. So now we will see the program for hierarchical inheritance. So as we have discussed earlier, there should be only one base class and the multiple derived classes. So the properties from one base class is inherited into multiple derived classes. Okay. So for hierarchical inheritance, we need to take minimum three classes in which one will be base class and we can have two derived classes, or we can have more than two derived classes. Here for the sake of simplicity, we are going to take only three classes so that we can understand the idea of hierarchical inheritance very easily. Okay, so first of all, without wasting the time, we will start writing the program. I'll declare here a header file, hash include iostream.h. after that hash include onio.h. Then we will see the syntax for hierarchical inheritance. So as we have discussed, we need to take three classes in which we will have one base class and we will have two derived classes. So I am taking here one base class, class A. After that class B, in which I am going to inherit the properties of class A, and to get the idea easily, for the sake of simplicity, we usually take public inheritance. You can have protected or private inheritance also. So now I'm taking here public access mode. I'm using public inheritance and base class A. So this statement shows that the class B is deriving the properties of class A. Now here again I'm taking another class, class C, in which I'm using public inheritance. It will inherit the properties of class A. So here class C is inheriting the properties of class A. So class B is having the properties of class A and class B. Class C is having the properties of class A and class C. B is not having the properties of C class and C is not having the properties of B class. So usually we used to take the object of derived class so that we can access the properties of derived class as well as the base class. Here we are having two derived classes, so we need to take two objects. So first of all, from here we will start writing the code. Today we are going to see a very simple example. We are not going to take any variable. We are just going to create a function for just to print something. Okay, so here in a public mode, I'm writing a function, suppose void show. And in this function, I'm going to display a message, suppose hi. Okay, so after that in class B, again in a public mode, I am going to create one another function, suppose void show 1, in which again we are going to print something. Suppose here I am going to print hello. Here we will add endl so that in output screen we can clearly differentiate the messages. Again here endl. After that, in class C, again in public mode, I am going to declare another function, suppose void show 2. In which we will print cout and the message, suppose good morning. Okay, and here endl. Now for the execution we will write void main. In void main, first of all we will declare clear screen for clearing the output screen. After that get ch. In between we will take object of both the derived classes. So first of all, suppose I am taking here the object of B class, suppose B1. So here B class is having the properties of its own as well as the properties of class A, because here we have used public inheritance and we have derived the properties of class A. So we have defined a function which is void show in class A. So we will call a function show and we will call another function show1 with the help of object of class B, so that we can understand the properties of class A and B are accessible by the object of class B. So I am writing here first of all B1 dot show, a show function which is defined in class A. After that B1 dot show 1, show 1 function which is defined in class B. Okay, now considering class C, class C is having the properties of class C as well as it is having the properties of class A. So we will see with the help of object of class C how we can access the properties of both A and C. Okay, so again here we will call the function show which is defined in class A, but this time we will call that function with the help of object of class C. So first of all we need to declare an object. So suppose I am taking here C and C1 object. Okay, so C1 dot show. So here we have called the show function which is defined in class A with the help of object C1 which is of class C. Now again we will call another function with the help of C1 object which is already defined in class C itself. Okay, so I am writing here C1 dot show 2. Okay, in here get ch. So first of all we have taken the object of first derived class which is class B and which is having the properties of A and B both. So with the object of B class, the object is B1. I am calling here the function show which is defined in class A, and again with the help of B1 I am calling the function show1 which is defined in class B. So with the help of B1 object which is of class B, I am accessing the properties of class A and class B. We have another derived class which is C class, and for that we have taken here an object C1. So with the help of C1 object we are going to access the properties of class A as well as properties of class C. So show function is of class A and show2 function is defined in class C. Okay, so we will see the output now by running the code. So here you can see first of all hi is printed. That means the message that is displayed in function show which is defined in class A with the help of object of class B, and after that hello, the function which is defined in class B. Then again hi, the function which is defined in class A, but this time we have called the function with the help of object of class C, and after that the function which is defined in class C is called. So I hope you have got the idea about hierarchical inheritance here. So now let's see some important questions related to hierarchical inheritance. What is hierarchical inheritance? What is the syntax of hierarchical inheritance? How many minimum number of classes are required in hierarchical inheritance? Where hierarchical inheritance can be used? And write a simple program for hierarchical inheritance. If you have any query regarding this video, you can comment us. If you like the video, please like and share and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you soon with my next video. Till then, stay tuned, take care, have a nice day.